Does the governor's prison realignment plan need some realignment itself? KCRA 3 obtains some internal state documents showing some growing concerns over the program. Good evening. I'm Kelly McMullen.
And I'm Dalston Dart. Now, these documents are revealing just how quickly some inmates released early under this plan are committing new and, in some cases, deadly crimes. Today, the governor told KCRA 3's Mike Tassell he may have to adjust and adapt.
These are all California corrections and rehabilitation reports obtained by KCRA 3 that detail how quickly inmates are committing new crimes after being released early because of the governor's prison realignment plan. In Manteca, Timothy Hildebrand was arrested on suspicion of kidnapping just hours after being released early from the San Joaquin County Jail. 2 days after his release, Marysville police arrested Leonard Johnson on suspicion of assaulting his wife. And in Modesto, just 5 days after his release, investigators say Joel Marcella was arrested in a drive-by shooting. And 10 days after his release, Lodi police arrested Daniel Brown for suspected burglary. Sacramento Sheriff Scott Jones says none of this surprises him.
You have folks that otherwise would have been in custody that are now out on the streets. And I think we know with a statistical certainty that over 70% of those folks are going to reoffend. And we're going to see the effects of that. And I think those effects are likely going to get worse.
In fact, Jones says that the governor's plan to shift more state inmates to county jail is leading to more serious or longer-term inmates being released early due to a lack of adequate funding. Today, for the first time, in response to a question from me, the governor hinted that he may need to change his prison realignment plan, also known as AB 109.
Do you think it needs to be adjusted or tweaked in any way?
Life is all about adjustment and adaptation. 109 is no different.
Thank you, Governor.
And under the governor's plan, KCRA 3 has also confirmed that Fresno County, because of the influx of state inmates going into its county jail, is no longer accepting parole violators unless they commit a new felony. So in other words, one parole agent told me that a parolee, if he is picked up on a parole violation, knows that he's not going to go back to jail unless he commits that new serious felony.
So is the governor saying anything about what he's going to do to address the public safety concerns here?
At this point, not yet, but Sheriff Jones told me that any fix needs to address two things. Number one, it needs to give the county enough money to avoid releasing inmates early due to overcrowding. And number two, basically any adjustment needs to ensure that rehabilitation programs are set up and funded to keep felons from committing those new felonies in the first place.